Look at you now, boy. Look at you now. Before the Bell podcast, slamming all comers. Bloodlines, crime time, real bath water. The boys' mind burns a CT. On your way to the count, 1, 2, 3. For the Bell podcast. Before the Bell podcast. Bell ringers.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the greatest wrestling podcast of all time. That's Before the Bell. Who am I? Main Event CT. It is an honor and a pleasure always because this is my favorite day of the week. Ladies and gentlemen, number one, I want to say thank you to everybody that is in the green room already in the comments. You got super chats going. I'm going to shout you guys out. Don't worry about that. We want to thank all of the people, all of the bell ringers who've been reposting the videos, who's been sharing. Thank you for adding us to your stories. Thank you so much for all our new subscribers to the Patreon. We have a special treat for you today because it is a great time to be a bell ringer and a Patreon subscriber because we're going to talk to you about
Yeah. I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Maroo, and I'm the leader and the ruler of the nation of lactose intoleration. Now, you might have to mind that one brother ain't here because right now he's out there shopping in the dairy aisle. Right now, he out there getting him some milk. He said he wants some whole milk. He said he wants some skim milk. He said he wants some 2% milk. I said, brother, you might as well go ahead and drink the whole damn cow. And that's why he's running late. And he gonna come in here. You gonna see a little milk mustache on him. Because that's what that brother does. But not us with the nation of lactose of intoleration. CT, how you doing, brother?
hey man, let me talk to you for a second, brother.
Yes.
Everybody out there is watching. They got their favorites. They like Mark Dust. I'm a fan of Mark Dust. They like Marty Mangler. I like Mandy Morton. But this one, you on your way. You
the next Bruce.
This is the greatest character of all time, bro.
Appreciate
the
it, brother.
militantness, the lactose of intoleration.
Yes, sir, brother.
Now, you know what's wild is after this week, you're going back to that milk. And I respect it. But today, we on the same
I
side.
don't know what you mean. Y'all had that white man on this podcast last week.
Oh,
I saw him sitting in this chair. I saw that white man. And I said,
What'd you say, brother? What words did you have for that man, brother?
I said, I know this old white man isn't coming in on these brothers' podcast trying to take away and pacify, exemplify,
Yes.
ergo,
Okay.
amplify
Gotta amplify it.
who he is and who he was,
Wow.
while these brothers are trying to make they come up.
That's
Not
on
me.
the for sure right on. Let me tell everybody right now, the stars on Facebook, the super chats are open for every donation that is above $9.99. We will stop the show and shout you guys out immediately. Now we got to talk about this. What I was saying before the good brother Maroo walked in is that we have an influx of patrons on the Patreon. Bell ringers, it is a great time to be a member of the Patreon because we now know what you want and we're giving it to you. We had the opportunity to attend the WWE and Netflix event this past week, and we got a story to tell. And the story will only be told on the Patreon. So if you're not a member, you definitely want to sign up. Patreon.com/Before the Bell podcast. We giving it to y'all. And on top of that,
On top of it.
well, I'll save that for then. But right now, let's do all the super chats. Mark, I want to hit everybody. Tyrone Handon, round of applause, says Martin just made Dr. Umar or
I feel like he didn't get to finish his statement.
Yeah, he pressed fast.
Dr. Umar, he can't compare to Maroo.
Yeah, Maroo is that guy.
Yeah. I've seen Dr. Umar sip some milk.
You seen him sip some milk?
I've seen him sip some milk.
Deuce Bigelow says, I love my tribal council. I love Before the Bell. Thank you so much, brother. Always love Deuce Big Below. M2K2 Fitness says, showing love for the second best part of Sunday outside of football. I'm gonna bless y'all for real during tax time. Hey, you already blessing us. Everybody that's here is blessing us. We need your help though. We need your help because something is going on with our social media. I don't know what it is. If you could do us a favor, when you see clips pop up, just share them to your story. I'm trying to see something. I want to see if that changes things because it seems like we're not getting to reach all of our people like we usually are. That's such a weird thing.
That's the man.
M2K2 Fitness. Okay, I'm sorry. Randy Constance, my brother, we must stay focused. Hit it, Mark. Kim Gilmore, the GOAT, with 10. Hey, she says lactose intoleration. Brother Maroo, you on your way. You the next Bruce. I'm so happy for y'all. And of course, I had to bless the show with my tithes and offering. Oh, Kim, you be showing so much love. Thank you so
Appreciate
much.
your Sister Kim.
Sister Kim. Man, they're going to be mad when you go back to that milk, boy.
I don't know what you mean, brother.
That milk going to piss them off, boy. Let's begin. Number one.
Yes.
I want to say Monday Night Raw.
This was, I'd say, one of the best Monday Night Raws. They've had 5 Monday Night Raws this year that might be top Monday Night Raws of all time.
Now, when you say that, it's very interesting. Give me your list of what you think those are. Not list, but list.
Yeah. I'd say this one.
Mm-hmm.
There was one around SummerSlam where I believe like Rollins came back. Jey Uso winning the IC title. That felt like a really good
fire one. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Jey Uso, I'll give you Jey Uso winning the IC title. I'll give you this past Monday's Raw, and I'll give you the Monday before when we had. We'll get to that in a second. But
and the Raw. This was the same year The Rock beat up Cody on a Raw and said, "Don't F with the final boss." Yeah.
Look at you now, boy.
Yeah.
Look at you now.
Iconic.
When is The Rock coming back, bro?
I mean, you know, some people are saying it won't be around Mania. I still think he has to. Like, you can't go to Vegas and not bet on The Rock. But at the same time, this roster's so stacked, I still don't know what the main event could be.
Of WrestleMania?
Yeah.
You don't know what the main event could be.
Here's the thing. You got Cody, you got Gunther, you got CM Punk, you got Seth Rollins, you got Roman Reigns, you got Kevin Owens.
What was that about?
He's already got his in.
That's a great pause.
That is a good pause.
I was going to let you slide. Also a good pause. Now, here's the thing that I was going to say. To tell another man you're going to let him slide is absurd. You're saying Kevin Owens already had his main event?
With the
two of them. He had
two. Stone Cold and Attack. Yeah.
So you're saying he's good. The main events are either A is going to be Roman, Cody, and I'm sorry. It's going to be Roman, Rock, and Punk.
Roman, Rock, Punk, triple threat?
Yep.
Where did you come up with this?
I pulled it up my ass.
Okay. Because I can see Roman, Cody, Rock.
Yeah.
And that finishes the Cody Roman trilogy.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I also see Punk and Seth night one.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
I see Punk and Seth night one. Go ahead, throw it on the screen. King Rome, thank you so much. Everybody throw a fist up for the Prophets. Also, I called the NOD for this week, by any means necessary. Tyrone Handon just wanted to comment now before CT goes on a rant for 45 to an hour and 7 minutes about Motor City Machine Guns and DIY. We'll get to that. Thank you for that, brother. Y'all know me so well. Black Mafia 999.
Yeah.
Says, I heard Maroo was on the same stage with Martina Luther King.
Is Was that like in Mortal Kombat where they just have gender swap versions of characters?
Complete. Martina didn't have a dream. She had a nightmare.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Man, I cannot wait to talk about this WWE event, bro.
Yeah.
JP runs this. Thank you so much.
JP.
Waits for Ricky Starks to join and later have the group beat up Maroo out the group. Salute to this podcast and the bell ringers. Absolutely. The bell ringers, you guys are on freaking fire, yo. We talk about Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
We know the favor Punk wants.
Yeah. He wants that main event.
He wants that main event.
The one thing that's eluded his career.
Does he get it hit it, Mark?
No, he did.
Okay, cool. Do we get that though? And what is it?
You know, the only way I could see us not getting it is if he gets screwed out of it.
By
Seth Rollins. Like they set up so many stories perfectly in the beginning, how it weaved through with Jey Uso and Sami Zayn. Sami would be like, we didn't want Punk on our team, which also that's crazy to say. That man just walked by you. We didn't want him on our team. We wanted you.
He was right there,
like,
bro.
Hey man, I helped you out. I fought a lot tonight. We were in a cage. We saw this dude's brother's toe get broken.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I saw something that night on Monday Night Raw with that segment that we have not seen in storytelling in wrestling before. You know what that was? It was Seth interrupting CM Punk and seamlessly going into another promo with Sami Zayn, which turned into a match after they had a fight segment. Usually, if two wrestlers fight, that's it. They clear the stage. Now the first match comes up. Yeah. They had a fight, got it calmed down, Sami and Seth. And this gave direction for Sami and Seth. As I could continue with that, it felt like Sami was about to be directionless until Jay got attacked backstage.
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh, it's Seth. I'm about to go to war with him. And who comes back?
Drew
McIntyre. You forgot about him.
I sort of. I was like, he's got to come back at some point, but he can't feud with Punk again.
Yeah, it's over.
But I didn't know who he'd go after, but this makes a lot of sense.
It does, because he's kind of went through everybody else on a roster of Raw.
Yeah.
And it's also, speaking of Raw and speaking of SmackDown, before we even get to SmackDown, is this like an unofficial shakeup, the way that they're pitching this?
So they're doing, what do they call it? The window is open for the talent to be drafted with the Netflix deal coming up. So they, we saw Gunther backstage on SmackDown. We saw Carmelo talking about like, yo, you better watch it because I could go to Raw where I'll be appreciated, things of that nature. So I'd say it's a shakeup without it being called a shakeup. Because I think calling it a shakeup, that feels kind of old hat. And them saying this feels more sports based. That's something that we will talk about on the Patreon.
The wink and the nod. Yo, before we even let me tell y'all about the Patreon. Let me tell you why I'm excited. Y'all have blown the Patreon through the roof, bro. Yeah. I had no idea so many people wanted to know the story, and I'm glad they know the story. And I'm just telling y'all. We talked about it for those of you guys who've not seen it, and they clicked and watched. Also, to the people who came in there, you have no idea the amount of content you guys are about to get, because now we know exactly what you want because you're vocal with us and we're able to give you that. But that Patreon, boy.
Yeah, man. Shout out to them. They're fun too. Like just to talk in the comments and the chat, man. Like it's such a blessing to be able to have that kind of commentary and have that kind of commitment and community.
And it feels like, honestly, a true village finally. Like we always had the love of the people like, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, but the Patreon, they were there, but it wasn't like they were really talking. And now they're really showing love. And it's like being able to have conversations with them, being able to talk to them and do the video calls, that always feels good. What's up, Mark?
We got multiples.
Oh, put them up. Not gonna lie, Martin looked like he sell bean pies and last calls by the liquor bank on Crenshaw. That's absurd. Go to the next one, Mark. You're out of control. Bobcat Lewis was hoping Drew was gonna show up on SmackDown.
There's still a chance.
There's still a chance.
Yeah.
Incredible Jones, Punk swung his Seth like an old man wanting the last pudding cup.
Dog.
Yeah.
he went. Like, I was like, all right, man. All right. What are we doing here?
Go to the next one.
That's what Jungle Boy got choked out for.
Yep, that's all right.
He beat up both the Young Bucks by himself.
Yeah, they're Young Bucks. Yo, you want some of this?
Yeah. Why I oughta. Why I oughta.
A good why I oughta will always get a fight going. Deuce Big Below. When I saw Jimmy climb up that platform, I was like, that's not smart. That boy gonna be getting injured. Jimmy can't get out the blocks, bro.
Yeah, man.
He's always heating up and he's always on fire. And I love Jimmy, but it's like something be getting in his way. Hopefully, this doesn't stop him too long.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, he just walked in.
Uh-oh.
He's here. He's ready for the people. Allow me to introduce the third point of the triangle, the legendary, the iconic. We call him Clark Kent. Y'all call him Dark Kent. We also call him the Dark Attack. Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Burns.
Oh, fresh out the jetty, huh?
Fresh out the jetty.
Fresh. I'm assuming this is a response to the milkman allegations.
Of course, this brother walks in talking about milk. That's just my point, young brothers and sisters out there. This is the true milkman. This is the true milk truck driver. This man is the Kurt Angle of drinking milk. Soaks it in, sips it up.
Soaks it in.
Oh, it's true.
I bathe in the milk. What are we talking about?
Milk
right
baths do exist, and this brother be bathing in the milk.
now? If you can see this hairnet on the back.
That's a good kufi too. Put it up, Mark. Bad News Buck. Round of applause. Thank you so much for that super chat. If y'all aren't on the Patreon and Discord, y'all are really missing out. Shout out Unc Martin breaking out his Black Panther fit. Yo, there were some comments. We talked about the explosion on Patreon. And us talking about what we talked about last week.
Sure.
And the comments under the video, I personally, I couldn't respond to some of them. I read them all.
Yeah.
But I could not I gave them the heart.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I want to say something along with y'all, but I don't want to be that guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I love reading every thought that they say because it vindicates us finally.
Yeah.
I feel like we finally get to be seen and heard, and that's the blessing. Now for you, brother, let's talk about this, man.
Yeah, talk to me.
You said 120.
You did. I did.
Yeah. We wouldn't have started it.
I understand.
Anyway, how did the show go, by the way?
Show went incredible. Shout out to Josh Johnson. He's absolutely killing it out there, man. Former tag team partner of our own Marty Mangler.
Yeah, Marty Mangler. I love you, Marty Mangler.
Doing his thing, man. Going to New York for 2 days it's not. You have to stay longer.
You have to.
It's too much. It takes a toll. You're going across the country. The time change.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I landed at 9:55 New York time. Got to the hotel at 11:55 New York time. I have to go to bed. You know what I'm saying? Because I had a show next day at 1 o'clock. He did 3 shows at Town Hall. So it's like, I can't even adjust to New York time. I just have to go to sleep. So it was brutal because I couldn't, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm a little turnt today, it's because I'm tweaking. I have no rest. You know what I mean? This dude had the nerve to throw an after party after his shows at Town Hall.
And he don't even drink.
The name of the party was the I've never thrown a party party. Wow. That was the whole theme. But he was excited, obviously, for the accomplishment. So it was dancers. It was blah, blah, blah. I got to see New York turn up to Kendrick. You're like, come on.
Kendrick is always the GOAT. Let me say this. We saw some seeds be planted for Finn Balor leaving the Judgment Day. Possibly. Yeah. Right? Yeah. And it's rumored that that he's going to get a singles push in 2025.
That's what I'm hearing.
I want to see it. I want him to see him with the world title, honestly.
I think he deserves it.
He does.
I mean, you know what I mean?
They got to drop them damn tag titles, though.
At some point, I'm sure they will. I mean, I don't see Finn as a double champion. Once they're done with this whole Judgment Day thing, obviously it's coming to an end. Liv's got her sort of supporters. Finn's got his. Judgment Day did what it was supposed to do. It got Rhea and Damian over, right? And Dominik.
And Dom.
Dominic.
Dirty Dom is on fire,
You know
boy.
what I'm saying? So
Where do you think Dom would have been had Judgment Day not come along?
Woo,
Still with his-
NXT.
yeah.
WWE ID.
Whoa.
They would have demoted him from a main roster and be like, "Hey man, we're gonna release you. We'll give you a look."
Well,
again."
he's another one that like they didn't give him a chance to show any personality when he was a babyface. Like, have you seen the way he ethered Logan Paul in the interview? And like he's always a good time when he's like off the cuff.
Yeah.
But he couldn't do that when he was babyface, just Rey Mysterio's son.
And it was a lot of that. I think it was so much of him being Rey Mysterio. So, oh my God. Hit it. Ladies and gentlemen, we got the dub from DJC. Showing love. Idea of the Patreon. Would love to hear how you all would do a roster shakeup / draft. You know what? Keep that, and we will answer that for sure.
Write that down, brother.
Yeah, write that down, man. We're gonna answer that today for you. Go to the next one and just keep going through it, Mark. Javi Billionaire, the Nation Brothers. That's right, brother.
That's right.
We in this together.
Nation of lactose intoleration.
Mike explains everything. I think Gallus from NXT beat up Jey Uso.
What?
Interesting.
Huh.
Ooh, as a faction for Drew?
That would be a fire.
That would be a great call up.
Because
Ooh.
finally Drew would have a stable. That's all
Yeah.
he's missing. As a great heel, anyway.
Yeah.
That is interesting.
First of all, round of applause for all the super
Yeah,
chats.
absolutely.
Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate that.
Okay, well, I guess that seemed we'll get to champion them, yeah.
So let's talk about the women's IC title bracket. Take that off, Mark. And as we talk about it, it looks as though we were wrong.
Yeah, this next match really threw off. What's it? It's Lyra. Like 3 people I was like, oh, they're going to win it are in the match that I'm like,
There's no way they can win it.
Yeah,
so
right.
we thought Shayna for sure. We
Yeah.
said Shayna, Zelina.
well, I said Dakota Kai also.
You did. You said Dakota Kai. I said Zelina and Shayna. And you said Shayna and Zelina as well.
I think so, yeah.
But Shayna got up out of there, which brings me to my question. What did Shayna do to piss off management, bro? What did she do? Because she dominated that match.
Yeah.
There's
Sure.
no reason she shouldn't have won that match.
I think it's okay. This is why I'm encouraged.
Uh-huh.
I mean, first of all, that stable. PFC, what is it?
Yeah,
PF
PFC.
Chang?
PF
what?
Chang.
Yeah, what is it? Pure Fusion?
Pure Fusion Collective.
Yeah.
What does that even mean?
I feel like they were going to go a different direction.
Uh-huh.
And then someone said, there's absolutely no way we're going to let y'all call yourselves the Stud Line.
Yeah.
Stud Stable 2.0.
Yeah.
Or
Studley boys.
Studley
I'm cooking. I told you, I'm off my kilter. I'm
The
off
ring-
kilter today.
the Ring Ruggers. Stretch them and munch them. I don't know. There's no way they could have done any of that.
The Studley boys?
Come on. I gotta.
That's a different level of
I
3D.
gotta mess with it, bro. I gotta. If they all came out in camo,
Yeah.
I'm like, okay,
The glasses that don't work.
yeah.
So that's gotta go. That's gotta go.
You got to come in with an apron next week.
I
bro.
feel like
An apron, a chef's hat, and you got to come in with some Lawry seasoning salt and just
Hilarious.
set it there on the table.
I think that in the Triple H era, what we've seen is that if you wait your turn, he's gonna get to you.
Yeah.
Look at Bronson Reed. Look at what we're talking about with Finn. What we're talking about, even Ciampa Gargano. All his people are gonna get theirs. And
All his people, yes.
she was one of his people in NXT.
Big, she was like undefeated.
Yeah.
Had I think either the longest or second longest reign of the NXT Women's title.
Yeah.
And even look at Cedric Alexander, who a year ago couldn't get on TV. He just not that he's doing
Thriving.
extraordinary work, but
Right.
he is main eventing matches on NXT TV. Like, I
Facts.
think he's done like 2 or 3 so far. So,
100%. So I think that
shout out Cedric Alexander, man.
I think Hunter likes her.
Yeah.
So they're showcasing that she can be dominant.
Yes.
But then it's like, all right, but it's not your time yet.
Right.
We'll get there. Just hang in there. So I'm hanging in there. We'll see what happens.
Let's talk about the elephant in the room. The elephant in the room. The New Day.
Yeah, man.
the New Day segment for Monday Night Raw, their 10-year anniversary, and we want you guys' thoughts and comments. Here's my opinion.
Yeah.
They should have broke up. And I'm going to tell you why. They said some things that can't be taken back, and those things were not addressed. So to have them, and I'm out of order with the segment, but to have them shake hands and say, nah, it's just me and you, brother, it took away what they had just said the week before. Kofi said to Xavier Woods, you aren't good enough. That's why you haven't been a singles champion. And he says to Kofi, you squandered the opportunity on the silver platter that we gave you in 6 seconds to Brock Lesnar. And then they followed that up by ending it with a handshake and continuing to be a tag team. They should have still went their separate ways. That's what should have happened in addition to kicking E out. But them kicking E out made me feel like, okay, well, it's obvious E is not going to be retired. He's coming back. Thank God. I love that.
That's the best part of it.
That's the best part about it. And E sold everything.
Yep.
All of those
Yeah,
brothers.
Glory tier.
That glory tier came
Oh,
down.
yeah, the single thug tier, baby.
Yeah, man.
Denzel was up there in the crowd. He
no
was like,
cut. He ain't get
that's
no-
how you cry. Like, that's how you do it.
He did not get a haircut before that segment either, man. That's how
Let's talk
Okay,
about it.
as a fellow brother who desperately needs a shape up,
Yeah.
I kept thinking, okay, so wait, he's not gonna get a shape up till he returns to the ring?
Let me tell you something.
Because
Big E came in there looking like a Nigerian businessman.
you know what I'm saying? It was just like,
Big business.
oh, you just picked it out. You didn't. No edge up. No
edge up.
line. No.
Well, you know what I noticed? Big E ain't got no edge up. I mean, he ain't got no edges. So, you know.
But
the
you could
hairline
have
is-
faded the back or something. You knew this was your big moment.
Yeah.
You had your solo music play.
Come back with the mohawk.
Yeah, at least something. Like you knew he was gonna be on TV, my boy.
and they have a barber
In
backstage.
fact,
They
he
have a barber
skipped that whole thing.
Yeah.
For bro, I was like,
Let me tell you
okay.
something. Big E's haircut was worse than Morbius, the movie.
the movie? That's such a wild comparison. That'd be like, man,
Wow.
this apple doesn't taste
Man.
like sitting at a desk. What?
Big E's lineup made me feel like somebody gave him a Ruffles potato chip and was like, hey, just take this and go around the side.
It's
That was bad.
like he sat down to
Yeah.
get a cut
Yeah.
and then realized his segment would start.
Oh, I'm up next.
Like, yo, dang, I ain't got time to finish. I'm gonna come right back though. It's like, no, you had all day to
Yo, man.
plan for this.
Big E did not care. And here's the thing, to add on top of that,
Yeah.
I'm even more shocked because his girlfriend is black. So it's
How
like, hey,
about
man,
Yeah.
somebody needed to talk to you. And she's been going off on Twitter. She's been talking on Twitter to Xavier and Kofi like she don't know that this is scripted.
Yeah, right.
She talking to them like they dudes in the street.
Yeah,
and
they
it's like,
are
hey,
selling at home.
let's
Like,
settle.
is she wrestling too? Is she
Yeah,
gonna be
yeah.
attacked? Why is she doing this?
She got to be his manager at this point.
How
Yeah.
about it?
Hit
But
it,
yeah,
Mark.
it's gonna be long-term storytelling when he shows up with that singlet and shape up.
The single in the shape up is great.
That's how you know he's back for real?
Yeah.
This is like, was it David? Oh, no. What was the movie where the dude was like on drugs and he came back?
Oh, the
to
Five Heartbeats?
Five
Oh,
Heartbeats,
yeah. Eddie Kang
Eddie
Jr.
Kang, yeah.
That's right.
Terrell D says, love the pod and thank you, CT, for saving my life with your content during the pick. God, man. Round of applause. Let me tell you something, fam. First of all, thank you so much for saying that. Thank you for allowing my content to reach you. And I hope that you are continuously blessed with everything that you're dealing with. And I hope life is so much better for you, man. Thank you for giving me that. That was a blessing, bro. Man, that threw me up. All right,
Emotional moments, man.
yeah, man.
man.
That's somebody called me today
Mhm.
and ain't called me ever.
Right.
And just was like, hey, just call and check on you. And I was like, wow. Like, you never know how random life is sometimes or what people are going through.
Yeah.
And she made my day better. And I was like, I didn't even know what to say to her. I was
That's
just like, all right, have a good day. I didn't know what to say
You know
after
you
that.
can make my day better?
How?
Can you hand me that pillow, bro?
Oh, brother, you want a pillow?
Because I gotta tell
You're
you,
sunk in there, bro.
I am-
This is crazy.
my socks is showing.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I am so
Get the
my
whites
knees
out of
are
it.
so bent
This
right
is
now.
crazy.
It's I
Look at
can't
this
even.
chair.
What?
Look at
That's, yeah.
Look at that. Look at this cow.
Yeah, that's a lot of.
Yo.
Oh my
space.
god!
It's like I'm talking to y'all from out through a car window. Like what?
Like you're sitting in Santa's lap.
So
over
much
there, man.
better. Oh my God.
Golly.
What are y'all thoughts on New Day, that segment specifically?
So here's where one place I'll disagree with you.
Okay, please.
You said that you didn't like that they said things that they couldn't take back. That is the power of a relationship, right? We have had friends, we've all had partners, whatever. Where they said something, you're like, I'm gonna remember this. It's gonna stick with me, but because I love you, I'm still, we could talk about this later,
Okay.
right? So they did address early in the segment. They were like, "Hey, we decided we talked separately, said a lot of things, so it's time for the New Day to break up."
Yeah.
And that's what was the catalyst for Big E to come back.
Mhm.
So I think that all said, because they were gonna break up as a result of the comments they made and how their progress has been over the last year, really.
Right.
But then the hatred of Big E
Mhm.
is what united them.
Yes, and
Okay.
hatred be uniting people.
Yeah. I'm about to say, misery loves
Loves
company.
It loves it. It does Evites.
Yeah.
Partyful Evites. Misery loves company. Hey,
Yeah.
we doing a misery party. Come through. Hey, I'm gonna be there.
100%.
So yes, and it still should have ended with them breaking up, because although they united off their hatred for E, and it was beautifully done, nobody saw that coming except, so when you look at a situation that,
We knew he was coming. You know what I mean? We didn't know that they was going to turn on the brother.
no,
Like,
I'm saying we saw, we knew he
Yeah.
was coming back, and they were gonna do we're about to fight, he breaks it up thing.
Yeah.
Them turning on him for breaking his neck
crazy
was crazy,
insane.
bro.
He even said it, like, my neck was broken.
Yeah, Stone Cold Steve Austin came back.
Yeah, they was ready.
Edge
They was
came back.
ready
They
for
were
that.
so ready.
Like, yo, big deal. What you know what I mean?
My
Fight
Achilles
through
was
it.
torn off the bone.
The bone.
I'm here right now. Oh, okay. Shit. My bad.
Yeah, whoops.
Yeah, that was
Jeez.
yeah, but it reminds you why the New Day is so great. But what annoyed me was the fact that they are keeping them, it seems like they should be main eventing with this type of storyline, because we were all invested in Raw for that reason.
Could be.
That should have closed the show instead of Drew McIntyre's return.
That's why they did it, though.
Why?
Just from a show formatting perspective, it's like they wanted to close on that big return as opposed to them just. Otherwise, you close the show on E just. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Looking sad, like the end of Incredible Hulk. You know what I mean?
I would-
Yeah, he just walk away. Somehow he has a bindle. It's like, why is Big E homeless now? I don't understand.
I never knew what that was called.
Yeah.
The stick with the bandana.
Yeah.
The
like-
stick with the bandana is the best thing at the end of every cartoon, bro.
Like
Yeah.
old ragamuffin dudes, and they have like a can of beans.
And they end up on a train. So it's always.
The stick and the bandana is called a bindle. You educated.
Listen, man.
You got that knowledge.
Yeah, man.
7 verbal. Yeah.
Hit it, Mark. All right. CT Joe Fox wants to know why everyone ate the wings he brought, but not the Asian sesame noodles.
That what?
Listen, man, we can't talk about this stuff on the show. Tyrone Handon, so we're gonna ignore KO is going after. We ain't even got the SmackDown yet. Tyrone Handon,
Also, that's a given. He been up Sammy's behind since Sammy was a fake luchador.
Hey, yo,
He tried to kill him in Ring of Honor.
yeah. So Dom, this is
Just
go
real
ahead.
quick. I think another reason that didn't main event is because Big E can't get physical. So because I was like, oh, they're about to stomp him out,
Yeah.
and really put this.
Could
brother
you
out.
imagine?
God,
That would have been insane. That would have been literally insane.
That
They
would have been
Pillmanized
great.
him.
Yeah. Oh,
I wanted to see that only because it would have shown us he's cleared for in-ring activity,
Yeah.
and it would have meant that they beat up E, but they also said they would never do that to each other.
yeah.
So where does this story go back? I mean, go to now. Does Big E come back for Rumble? Does he get cleared sooner than we thought, and this happens at Mania or something?
Honestly, my fantasy booking of it and kind of believable thought process, both of them are in the Rumble match. This is the first year they're like, we're not going to be goofy. We're not going to joke around.
Yeah.
Let's actually try to win the match.
Yes.
They team up, getting dudes out left and right, pause. And then, right, they cleared the ring. Big E's music hits. Everybody is losing their minds. Big E comes out. He clotheslines both of them over the top rope. Then you build to Mania, because I think Big E, Kofi, Woods, triple threat at WrestleMania.
But then that goes back to the thing that they should have done, which is break them two up.
Maybe that's part 2 of the story.
Yeah.
I'm invested. I'm patient. I just want to see where it goes. We love the New Day here.
Sure. Because I know their whole thing has always been, we do not want to separate. Ever.
Right.
Not ever. So maybe this is the way to do the story. Like I said, part 1 is toxic masculinity.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Part 2 is, well, now this dude done beat us up.
Mm-hmm.
And where was you at when he beat me up? Where was you at when he beat me up?
Yes.
And now it's like, none of them like each other.
Right.
Then it's the triple threat match. Then they all hug at the end of the triple threat match.
I love it. Go ahead, Mark. Kim Gilmore, $10. Thank you so much. She says, Chef Kim here. Call back to Chris mentioning the Wyatt Six getting involved. I definitely see that happening now since Kofi and Woods turned on E. Maybe that will be what brings them back together.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Also, I'll be remiss if I didn't mention this. So our producer Mark laid down a gauntlet for the chat and for Martin. Grab that behind you, that chip.
This one?
Yeah. So apparently this is the world's hottest chip. Right, this is the one chip challenge.
Okay.
Mark says if anybody donates $300, Martin will eat this on air.
How did I get
Oh
volunteered?
yeah, he
said
will.
it.
You said it.
I didn't say
You
this.
already said it.
What did I say? I didn't say that.
We'll get you a glass of milk.
Gotta have that milk.
Yeah.
That's, that's a double meaning, boy. That's why we are the goats. All right, so
You know,
Dom,
yeah, I'll take the gauntlet then. But I get half of that 300.
Wait, what? Let me see that, please. The world's hottest chip.
world's hottest chip, one chip challenge.
Ooh,
So when we talk about it, Dom got a face pop during that match with Gunther, bro.
Yeah.
He got a face pop, and it enforces how great of a performer he truly is. I didn't think we would ever get a Dom as a face because he's so great as a heel, but what if he's this version of a heel as a face? Meaning like he's still the I don't care, I still got the mustache and the mullet, I'm still the dude you love to hate, I'm doing this every 5 seconds.
Yeah.
I love that.
You were just trying to flex on us real quick.
No, I was doing Dom. I was doing the Dom. I was doing
I
the
saw
Dom.
what he did. I saw what he did. See how we.
That's how Dom does
See how
it.
the New Day works. See,
Yeah.
this is why it's believable because we
Why?
can turn on you just as quickly.
Just as quickly.
Because I didn't even agree with him at first, and I was
Yeah.
like, you know what? Yeah, don't be flexing over here. I don't care about your muscles,
Bro,
goals.
this is just the Dom thing.
But when Dom turns babyface,
Yeah. Shirt.
it's gonna be the Roman Reigns effect. He gonna be the most over dude in the
Dude,
company.
Yeah.
100%.
Mm.
Just they're gonna start selling chicken tendies.
You know what I'm saying? Big facts.
Dom Pre Sons.
Come on.
Dom Pre-Son.
we're giving you money here, WWE.
100%.
Where's your apron? Why don't y'all be bringing aprons in here, bro? I got the plates.
Show off the shirts.
Y'all just be cooking. That is a fire shirt, by the way.
Thank you.
Is it a vintage or are you?
No.
Okay. All right.
I'm so sorry. I won't pay $1,000 for a T-shirt.
I'm sorry. Is that a not a flex on me?
That's a good flex.
Thank you.
Now they turn on me. We
It's hard.
talking
Let's do
turn.
every-
By the way,
gives-
this is a 1 of 1. By the way, I made this.
The
by
great
the way.
one.
Come on, it's the Rock is on the back. It's a whole thing.
It's the whole thing. Finn versus Gunther is confirmed. Finn versus Gunther
Yeah.
is confirmed for Saturday Night Main Event.
Yo.
Who costs Finn? Is it going to be Damien or is it going to be Dom?
Before we go into that,
Yeah.
I know you guys aren't as old of fans as I am. What are you guys like memories of Saturday night's main event? Like,
I
what
have
is
none
that meant
whatsoever.
None.
No.
It has no nostalgia.
When I came in, there was no Saturday Night Main Event.
yeah.
Yeah.
Can I
Okay.
tell you my memory of it? It's gonna sicken you.
Oh, right.
Matt Hardy versus Evander Holyfield in a boxing match.
What?
Because
That
remember
happened?
when they brought it back again in like the 2000.
Oh, that's when I was out.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gone.
I was gone. Yeah, I was out.
Yeah.
What is that, 05?
Yeah, that would have been because he was feuding with MVP at the time over the U.S. title, but they're also tag team champions. So that probably would have been somewhere between like 05 and 07.
Oh.
Because I'm trying to think of when MVP made his debut on SmackDown, but it was around then. Yeah.
No.
It would have been 07 because 07 or 08 because he debuted in 2006 because he wrestled Kane in the Inferno match in Armageddon 2006, And then so the feud was the next year when he was doing the U.S. title storyline.
Okay.
Yeah, no. I'm talking about like Jesse the Body Ventura on commentary, which they're bringing him back to do it.
Jesse look like the Crypt Keeper now. Boy.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Woo!
It's I couldn't even find a proper pun. I was trying to find a Jesse to something. I didn't have nothing, but
he had his handler next to him.
Yeah,
Jesse's having a great time. Like that was. I don't know how the commentary is gonna be, man.
If I was them, I'd have Karrion Kross be Jesse the Body Ventura with him on commentary.
Oh,
so that you should give them something to do because ain't no way Karrion getting a match.
That was
Saturday Night Main Event.
That was unnecessary.
It's not true.
What are they doing? That's next week, where it's Wyatt versus the Cross Crew.
Yeah,
okay.
That's probably gonna be on Raw or SmackDown or something. They don't need to
hit it, Mark.
That's bananas.
It's true.
I mentioned KO because he probably took out Jey Uso. That's a stretch.
No, I think it was Drew.
Go to the next one. And just keep going through it, Margaret. You don't even need my prompt. Javi Billionaire, $10. Thank you so much. Ayo Burns, get TK or the Hurt Syndicate on the show. Oh, brother, we talking.
Yeah, we working on some things, y'all. Don't worry about it.
This is why you have to be a member of the Patreon, because we're letting all the cats out the bag over there. And you know,
nope, they're back in for the Patreon.
You know, cats love milk.
I believe this bag of cats belongs to you, brother.
You the one meowing and stuff over
you
there,
know
my guy.
what cats like? Milk.
Hey man.
Well, actually, cats don't like milk.
Oh,
That was a fable inserted by the milkman.
Okay.
To make people believe cats like milk. Cats like curiosity.
Oh.
Cats like having 9 lives.
Uh-huh.
Cats like jumping and scratching, brother. They like little kibbles and sometimes bits, but they love water.
Sometimes bits. Hey, you know what they're calling y'all as a tag team?
What?
They calling y'all the Milkman.
I hate that. I hate that.
Who's that?
We split. Who is they?
Y'all are unofficially, a lot of the bell ringers are calling y'all the tag team of the Milkmen.
I'm gonna let y'all in on a secret.
Yep.
Because Brother CT here.
Oh, no. We got a
Also
super
be
chat,
sipping that-
brother. We got a super chat.
Homogenized milk. You
We
understand
got
me?
a super chat. MTM says,
Is that soy? Yeah, that's CT, brother.
is that soy? You know what it was? I'm not gonna lie to y'all, because y'all drink milk so much. I was like, you know what, man? I feel like
Whoa.
I felt like such an odd man out. I was like, hey, this is someone I think is attractive, guys. That, you know.
Everyone sips milk from time to time.
Yeah,
it's not like it.
It's
You know, you don't
Hollywood.
order it all the time.
What was that?
It's Hollywood.
All right.
Okay.
Am I wrong?
This Jay says $20 says calling it now. Damian is gonna cost Finn the belt. Finn is gonna blame Dom and the Judgment Day for not stopping Damian, which will be the catalyst for Finn leaving Judgment Day and going on a solo run. Thank you so much for that super chat, everybody. Thank y'all for the super chats and really blessing the show. Y'all have zero idea of how much you guys are truly helping us. So thank you. I say Dom faces Ray for the last time at Mania and retires him.
Yeah.
Dom gets the IC title versus mask, aka his career. Ray gets unmasked and retires. Ooh. Somebody get this brother an apron.
Yeah.
This is killing the game right now.
I mean, look, I believe I said last week that's how it ends, that Dom puts on his dad's mask, and that's where we go from there, right? And
Tearful
then,
moment.
because remember, Ray was Rey Mysterio Jr.
Yeah.
And then he's just Rey Mysterio, because his uncle was Rey Mysterio the first. Now he's Rey Mysterio, so I don't think Dom is going to become Rey Mysterio necessarily, but he is definitely going to take on the mask.
One last thing about the New Day part. I didn't read that? Okay, cool. So one last thing about the New Day. Biggie thought he was cooking when he was like, I'm going to be here every single week and serve as your managers.
Yeah.
And everybody was like, yeah. And Xavier was like, now? And
You
it
know
was
what I'm
like,
saying? But also, what an offer. Like,
what an offer.
Whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, so we got to make sure you good too? Because you can't get involved? Like, that's another job to do.
That's a great point.
You know what I'm saying? Don't give me extra work.
I'm looking forward to the New Day Revenge Tour though. Like they got to get that W back from Alpha Academy.
Yes.
Yeah.
They were losing a lot.
Certainly.
Viking Raiders got to get some.
Yeah.
Every face team. Those are only face teams though.
Those are
Otis and Otis and Tozawa, Viking Raiders, and who else are the
LWO? Because remember, they would have been tag champions had LWO not come out. So
also, I'm just glad it's happening. Like, people have such short memories. Like, they were heels.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, people hated the New Day. New Day sucks was the clap. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Years ago.
Not New Day rocks. It was New Day sucks. And then when he brought out, he had the trombone when they were heels at first.
Yeah.
Like, everything. It just, they were so good at what they did, you eventually start to cheer for them. So I'm glad they get to remind people how well-rounded they are as performers.
they
Absolutely.
would trash so many cities, bro.
Yeah.
It's time to get to SmackDown, man. It's time to get to SmackDown.
Okay.
Kim Gilmore defending my boy CT. He's married to a beautiful black queen. No CT slander in this house. Thank you so much, Kim, for showing love to your boy. That's a plant?
I'm about to say.
So anytime I get love, it's a plant in the audience.
Yeah. What's the email on that? Tange at Gmail. What?
Listen, we start off SmackDown. And I'm going to tell you this right now.
Yeah.
Apollo Crews didn't deserve that, man.
Nah, man.
Apollo Crews has not been on SmackDown television for months. And as soon as he gets on, we're like, oh, we're going to see Apollo. Super kick to the face, bro.
I mean, you know.
Hey, man, I'm walking here. Oh, all right. Well, you know, you should have let him through.
Yo, but Solo, I love the direction Solo's going because it's like, yo, you know what it is? Solo has taken on the role of, remember when you fought somebody back in school and you're like, hey, as soon as we fight, it's over. And you beat him and he's like, I don't care what I said, it ain't over. And you're like,
that's right, it's on site every time.
Yeah.
When is this going to end?
How many fights did you get into in high school?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I got into 2 big fights in high school.
Oh, were like the school like surrounded you guys?
Oh, man. Let me tell you something, boy. The school, so the first big fight, I was in school. I was in class. The glasses had to come off.
Lord have mercy.
I'm in class, and his name was Greg. And Greg was my friend, you know? So I was shocked. Greg was like, hey, man, why don't you shut up? And I was like, man, close your mouth, bro. You don't know who you're talking to. And he was like, or what?
Ooh.
And I had no response for or what. And I got up, and I was very conscious of what I was doing. I got up, and I was like... And I socked him in his face, and he fell out of the chair. Ooh. And then the teacher broke us up.
That's glad
and I was like, well, I guess I'm suspended for 2 weeks, right? So I'm at home 2 weeks. I'm doing push-ups off the couch, incline, elevated.
Did you make suspension in a prison?
That's what it sounds like, man. I was like, when did y'all set a rematch date and you started training? Is this where the tank top came from?
Because I knew this was... Is this where the tank top came from?
I wish y'all knew how funny that was. It's brilliant. It's a brilliant joke. And I can't even fully explain why it's brilliant.
Yo. God. So I'm home.
Yeah.
I'm training because I know he's going to want a rematch. He's going to want us to get back when I get back to school.
Yeah.
So I get back to school. I feel yoked. Like, I'm like, oh, I'm ready.
Yeah.
2 weeks of push-ups.
2 weeks. Man, you know how many I was doing? I was doing 200 push-ups a day.
Oh, that's insane.
I was ready.
Yeah.
And plus, you had the metabolism.
I was saying, when you were young, that's all it takes. Yeah. You
I was
swole
15,
immediately. Right.
So I get back to school, and he was talking crazy, and we just knew it was about to be on after school. After school comes, he comes close to my face. Pause. And then I was,
hey, yo.
Wow.
Yo.
Excuse
that
me.
kind of fight, huh?
Turkey slaps. That's crazy.
Hey, yo. I'm out of control. So he approaches me.
Yeah.
And then I hit him with a good 2. He catches me with a good one to my left eye. And I'm like, oh, man. And when he caught me, this is the truth. He caught me right there. I was like, ah. And as soon as he did it, it was like a combo. He hit me in my left eye, and then he wrapped his arm around my neck. The school is watching. I'm gasping for air because I'm thinking we're about to do some fighting, right? I've been doing push-ups. I ain't do no running. I just got...
right. We didn't do cardio back then.
No cardio.
Yeah.
This is all arms and shoulders. So this is how I knew I lost the fight. And I've never said this on camera, so I hope we don't get in trouble for this. But this is how I knew I lost the fight. People start walking away, and one girl turned around and she was like, "Let that nigga go." That's how I knew.
No.
And then he released me, and I was like, "We running it back." And so yeah, those were my 2 fights in high school. And then
I love you, CT.
Oh man,
Yeah.
that's
Sorry about
hilarious.
that.
Well, look, I mean, I don't know if Apollo Crews is gonna get no lick back in this situation. I think that was hey, who's here this week? That
They can take a kick to the mouth.
Yeah,
He's in
yeah.
catering.
Giovanni Vinci's running late. All right.
Right.
Where has Giovanni been?
He was in the background last week, so
Thanks, Hermixson. Appreciate that.
Oh, man.
So Naomi took. Oh my goodness, Javi Billionaire. Thank you so much for
He is a billionaire. He dropped several
Spending
super
that
chats.
bread. New Day should bring in Omos. Then Woods and Omos turn on Kofi. Woods and Omos can become this generation's HBK and Kevin Nash, aka Diesel. I feel like that was what they were going to do with Odyssey Jones with Kofi.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that will work. I want Omos to come back and really get a push, man. Omos deserves it. He's an amazing talent, and we've not seen him on WWE TV in a year.
yeah, since the Battle Royal,
Last year, right?
Yeah.
Or was it before Mania?
right before Mania.
So we saw him this year, but not anything
Not in any
significant.
capacity, yeah.
Say it.
Now, when you say
Oh, boy.
amazing talent,
Yes.
When you say that, what? Like,
Birds.
what specifically? I'm just. What do you mean exactly?
We cannot.
Yeah.
We just listen, man. Omos is a friend of the show.
He is a friend of the show.
I love Omos.
I'm just
Martin
asking
loves
the
Omos.
question. Yeah,
We
yeah,
Homo
yeah.
sapiens.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
We cannot afford another problem
Okay.
with Omos. All right.
No, I mean you touting his abilities.
Yep.
I would just sort of like to know what
Tell me Omos ain't bigger than the Big Show, and I
he
will
is big.
fight you
He
in the
is
street.
Big. He is big, absolutely.
Big Show was doing moonsaults like at the beginning of his career.
Yeah. What's your favorite Omos match?
Oh man, favorite Omos match
God.
would happen. What's wrong? I got a favorite match, and that's a
good,
problem.
that's fine. I just no, it's not a problem. I just wasn't expecting you to have a favorite.
The match that he had with Braun
Brock.
Strowman
Oh.
was fire. And then I enjoyed the Brock Lesnar match because Brock sold. The match he had with Seth was cool, but Omos shouldn't have taken that pin.
You ever know when someone's been asked a question that they know they had to defend? And so they're overly prepared.
Yeah.
They don't have to think about anything. It's just, oh yeah, I'm so glad you asked, my brother. So we gonna talk about 1998. And we're like, all right, okay, interesting. All right, for sure.
You know what's
you
crazy?
wanted Omos to beat Seth Rollins
Why do you say it like Seth shouldn't have been beaten?
by Omos?
Yes. Omos is a giant, number one. Number two, I felt like it was going to be a lose-lose because if I didn't have a match, y'all would have been mad. But I had three, and y'all were like, oh, okay.
Well, I'll give you because the Brock one was fun. I'll give you that, and
Fun.
and I think that Omos does or did have. Hopefully, he does because I think he should still be on the main roster in wrestling. That's how you get someone better and get someone over. But
Yeah, he needs the reps.
Yeah.
I would say he needs the reps.
We got over 400 people in the viewership right now. Thank you guys for watching live.
Yeah.
Legendary Yobi says, peace and love to the crew. I'm so damn proud of y'all. The day that Tony Khan comes on before the bell, I have $100 super chat reserved for him. He will be a well done steak when I'm done with him.
Yeah, listen.
That doesn't make us want to bring him
Yeah,
on,
yeah.
man.
You gotta chill when we bring guests on, y'all. You know what I'm
they're
saying?
guests.
But I will say this.
Yeah.
Where y'all had no chill, and I appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
We done overtook that other podcast on 5-star reviews.
Yes,
y'all.
sir.
Yes. Thank you guys so
I asked y'all
much.
if y'all would hold us down and give us the 5-star reviews on Apple Podcasts, and you did it. We overtook our ops.
Yep.
I'm feeling good. So you know what? I want to give back.
Oh, let's hear it.
I want to give back. So I have a goal.
Okay.
I got a goal in mind. Look, we need less than 25.
Mhm.
25. That is, what is that? That's a quarter.
Yeah, it's a quarter.
You know what I mean? That's nothing.
Nope.
25 5-star reviews. We need less than that.
Okay.
That gets us to 100.
Oh, wow.
If we get to 100, I am going to sift through the 5-star reviews that you left on Apple Podcasts. I am going to put together a personal Darkitect care package of vintage t-shirts.
What?
And bootleg t-shirts that you may have seen me rock, may have never seen before. But I'm going to put together a special hand-picked package.
Wow.
And I'm going to send it out to one of y'all. So, but that's only if we get to 100 though.
Wow.
I guess we got to get to 100.
I guess we got to get to 100, right?
Do I get a shirt?
No.
You know what? I don't like how you treat Martin, man.
What you mean?
Martin don't never get no shirt. Domingo Trip
I
says.
tried to give him a shirt.
You made me pay for it.
At a discount. At a discount. This is a...
Afternoon, fellas.
You choke on my words. I was laughing so much.
Afternoon, fellas. Told y'all Big E as a manager. Now pair Oba with Omos, New Nation. I love that idea, fam. I love that idea. That E with Oba and Omos.
The Nigerian tribe.
Something Nigerian, because they're all Nigerian.
Here's my thing.
Kim Gilmore, y'all clearly don't learn nothing from when CT had a favorite Shanky match. Thank you, Kim.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Also, his favorite Shanky match wasn't even a Shanky match. It was a Jinder Mahal match where Shanky was just outside.
So if he hit the ring, that's not his match. That's not his match if he hit the ring. That's crazy to me. All right, man. Next thing you gonna tell me is Queen Elizabeth never had a WWE championship.
First of all, Queen Elizabeth.
You know, Miss Elizabeth. I buckled that one. It could have been better.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
But no, absolutely not.
Paul Heyman ain't never held the Universal Championship.
No.
All right. Now we're lying on the podcast.
All right.
Naomi took out Jade. That's a fact. Nobody else can convince me otherwise, unless it was Michin, but I doubt it.
Naomi's gonna see this, man. She's gonna be mad.
Yeah, I feel like Naomi took out Jade.
She was kind of shady backstage when what's her face was when Bianca was talking about it and was like, we're gonna get him. And Naomi was like, yeah, we will. Anyway, so next week,
right. Just move right on.
Yeah.
Legendary Yobi, $10. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Says Before the Bell is the greatest black wrestling podcast. It's just the greatest wrestling podcast, brother. Yeah. This is to O'Shea and anybody who wants to smoke. None of y'all ain't touching Before the Bell. Y'all got until 2025 to get your ish together. It's over. # bell ringer. Thank you so much, yo. That's true.
Ding, 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 ding.
That was something.
I don't know. I channeled you. I was like, this is something Martin would do. Like I was trying to be, whimsical.
Hey, brother, that's my gimmick.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, I'll leave the whimsy to you, brother. Yeah, I'm sorry.
I do some whimsy.
Sticky.
I don't know what that is. I've been looking at it too.
Like, my hand.
I saw that.
Keeps getting violent over and over again.
When I saw it first, I was like, he hadn't been here. Mm-hmm. There's no liquid or Red Bull.
Yeah.
So I don't know what that could be.
Yeah, I don't love it. I don't love it, Mark.
Yeah. So here's the question. Justin Toner, thank you so much for the $10. Says, hi, new fan of the podcast. Followed Chris Burns over here from Talking Wrestling on John Roca's channel.
Hey.
Loved Raw and SmackDown this week. NXT Deadline was good last night too. Love Obafemi. Yo, welcome to being a bell ringer. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for blessing
Justin?
the show and the channel.
Brother? What's going on?
Yeah. Jonathan Cole says, I love we put all the black in factions together.
See, that's what I was going to say earlier. Like, I get it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But our mind always goes there.
Yeah.
Where it's just like,
we're an underserved
they
community.
black, put them together. Yeah, and it's like, they don't always got to be that way. You know what I mean? Even the nation at first wasn't all black. It was like Savio Vega
Crush.
and Crush, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they were original. That was the original Nation of Domination.
Yeah.
And a bunch of like Dominican rappers or something that was up in there.
Oh yeah, no, PG-13.
Yeah.
Wolfie D and
why do you know their names? You know what I mean?
Well, because they came from USWA. That was Bill Dundee's son.
For sure.
He was also, I think he still wrestles, but yeah, they were. No, he became Slash in TNA.
Okay.
After a while.
Martism, boy.
Martism is full effect.
We need a Martism shirt up in here, dog.
Here's my next question when it comes to speaking about Naomi losing her triple threat match.
Yeah.
Who did Naomi piss off? Because what's going on? She was supposed to be a shoe-in, bro.
Hey, man, when you have hate in your heart and you attack other people,
Oh,
you can't be
think 'cause it goes back to
rewarded for
Jade.
those sort of things.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I got a theory with that.
Let's hear it.
I think she's gonna be granted the similar how what's her what was the last reign was at Chelsea Green and Piper Niven, but it was Chelsea and Sonya. But then Sonya got hurt and Piper Niven just was like, "Hey, I'm gonna be the other champion." I think Naomi attacked Jade so she could be the other side of the women's tag team champions.
Wouldn't doubt it. Wouldn't doubt it.
I like it.
Yeah,
And
I
the
like it a
title
lot.
kid match, because remember when Becky Lynch did that with Trish Stratus last year?
Yeah,
Because Trish was tag team. I mean,
Lita.
Lita was
Yeah,
tag team
took her
champions
out.
with Becky. Trish took her out, held the title with her. They lost the title. That could work. Just granting new ownership. I've been trying to not go to this part of the show.
Oh, you want to talk about the Street Profits? Yeah, they were.
Yeah, they had a segment.
Yeah, they were supposed to.
There was a whole thing with
they're
them.
supposed to wrestle for the tag team titles.
Did they not?
No, what happened to him, CT?
I try my best to be kind to y'all. You know, I don't bother nobody. I always have a solution for our problems.
Uh-huh.
I check on y'all separately. I say, hey man, how's everything going, man? How's your mama?
Yeah.
How's your mama? I say that to y'all.
Yeah.
And the first chance you get, you come over here with this nonsense, this malarkey.
Malarkey.
Yeah. What happened?
The Street Profits got attacked
Okay.
by DIY, obviously.
Your favorites.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
No Pop Kings.
Whoa.
Wow.
Dang.
The Kings of No Pop.
That's
Ooh.
messed up.
And not only did they take their place in the tag team championship match against Motor City Machine Guns, but they won the championships. And it makes me ask this question. Who did the Street Profits piss off?
I'm noticing a theme today. With
What did they do? They were right there to just get in and take the titles. The only thing that's making me feel better is the possibility that because of this new shakeup opportunity,
Yeah.
that the Street Profits go to Raw, and or one of them goes to Raw
Yeah.
and gets a singles push, and both of them get pushes on different brands. That's the only thing
Now
that's making me feel good.
You'd rather that than them get their revenge, get their smoke back, get the titles? They haven't held the tag titles in 3 years. CT. 4 years, CT.
If it helps, DIY has only held the title for at most 2 weeks. So if that can happen again, I'm for it. But I don't want the Profits to not get their comeuppance, bro. They deserve it. Motor City Machine Guns are gonna fade to obscurity soon.
Wow.
And did I say something
messed
that
up.
you guys didn't like to hear? Was that not the truth?
Hey, I'm just that I thought they made a pretty good showing for themselves so far. No.
Did you think that?
Oh, I did. Did you not?
I've enjoyed the but I'm a Motor City Machine Guns guy.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, I love Alex Shelley, bro.
No.
He was hilarious back in the day.
Oh,
Now, has the WWE universe felt the same way?
No.
I can't call it.
No pop.
You know what I'm saying? I can't call it.
the only pop that they get is when that pyro go off.
You know what I mean? But here's why
Raise
I'm
your
excited
fist.
about it all.
I hate that theme song.
It's
so much.
trash.
Raise your fist. Raise your fist.
You doing that in that Pan-African garb is
Yeah.
it's just everything. It's everything.
Throw
You
them up,
understand
Mark. Let me run those back off. JP runs this. At this point, we might have to put the Street Profits on the same level as Pretty Deadly.
Ooh.
Hey, JP runs this, bro.
Hey, see,
Hey, fam.
listen, I was about to commend you, CT, because I was ready for full crash out mode. And you handled it maturely, you know what I'm saying? Patiently, calmly. What happened with the Street Profits.
Thank you.
And that's growth.
Thank you,
And
bro.
I've noticed it. I want you to know that I noticed the growth.
I also
You understand
acknowledge
me?
the growth. Pause.
Yeah, I would say please.
Appreciate that,
Thank
man.
you, sir. So it's gonna be all right. Don't
Yeah.
be starting nothing, JP. All right.
Yeah, man. He's
Yeah.
Hey.
He'll start doing push-ups in here.
all week. Just push ups,
Yo.
to get ready to fight this.
200 a day,
CT
boy.
ain't been in no spots this week.
No-
What is he doing?
Jonathan Cole, the Prophet heel turn gonna be crazy, man. Give us the next one. CT Smile. It's okay. The Street Profits got next time. Thank you, Adrian.
Yeah,
Appreciate that.
it's gonna be some good wrestling. It's gonna be some good wrestling.
Yeah.
Here's the
Honestly,
thing.
I see a triple threat at Mania.
Yeah, that's
Incredible
gonna be a good match.
Jones feels like it was a bad time to be black on SmackDown with everyone black getting jumped.
Facts.
Absolutely.
They said we're going to where? All right, Minnesota. Yeah.
Well, we talked about Triple H's folks, and he once said people like you don't deserve to be champion, and that was insane.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You're supposed to entertain us. Do your little spin.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, that was
And
a
then
little
beat him.
surreal.
Yeah. Took him 19 seconds to crawl over and
Bananas.
Bianca's the GOAT. And
Wow.
speaking of the GOAT,
Just
she had
sneaking that
such a great match against Piper Niven, man. It was so fluid and just perfect. There were no clunky moments of the match. And that's what makes a wrestler a GOAT, is when they can have incredibly fluid matches and not have any kind of flubs or
this is what's interesting about not real fighting.
Okay.
Like, it seems like, real fights aren't exactly clean.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Perfectly smooth.
Mhm.
Because it starts to look choreographed in a way.
Okay.
When everything is just perfect. You know what I'm saying? Like a Rocky movie or something like that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So to say that, it was just so perfect and so fluid and no mistakes and everything was just so,
Entertaining.
I don't know if that's,
But I know
the mark of the GOAT.
I know, Charlotte has a different approach. Anyway,
All right.
so if the Miz,
I think Bailey's the GOAT. I've been very clear about this.
yeah, you do think, and we're friends with Bailey. We love Bailey.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's.
Yeah.
We want to get her
Let's
on the
please move
show. Okay. In heat, that's a spread of dog.
That's that almond milk, boy.
So if
Pamela.
You know what I'm saying? Go Niners.
if the Miz is Johnny Cage, which we know he's perfect for Johnny Cage.
Yeah.
Well,
If
they
he-
already hired that dude from The Boys to play Johnny Cage in the movie, though.
Yeah, but what I'm
But it should've
saying,
been The Miz.
it should have been the Miz. If the Miz is Johnny Cage, and we know that that's spot on, LA Knight got to be an Elseworlds version of Johnny Cage.
Yeah.
Because he's also Johnny Cage.
I see that. I
Yeah.
see
You know
that.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It just fits perfectly, which brings me to the point that LA Knight had a face-off against Shinsuke. Andrade comes out, triple threat for the title, possibly Saturday night main event. And then Solo and the Bloodline come out and take them both out.
Yeah.
Shinsuke, I like him as the champ. It doesn't do anything for his demeanor except just raise his stock more.
I love I'm going to just act crazy.
Yeah.
So I don't get packed out right now. You know what I'm saying? Because they was ready. And he's like, oh, yeah, you want to go? But then he just oozing blood or whatever out his mouth. I was like, that was... Because that's my prison strategy.
What is your prison strategy?
Just like to be just like first day, just like go number 2 in my hand and just,
Wow.
who... You don't want that guy. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to gang up on that dude.
We got 400 people in the chat. 400 plus. Thank y'all. The crazy thing is that you have
A prison
strategy.
I grew up black in America. I'm from Inglewood, California.
Yeah.
The
Mark says he
prison
has one too.
is just a step away.
That's
You know what I mean?
crazy.
You got to be prepared, brother. Like you
cousin-
prepared for Omos questions?
Yeah.
I'll prepare for that day.
My cousin Stacy did that because she went to West End High School in Alabama.
She did what exactly?
No, not
Oh, okay. I was like, what?
Took
are
that
you
number 2.
Big bag. Yeah, what are you backpacking off of?
not that. But this girl wanted to fight her, and so when it came time for them to fight in the hallway, my cousin was like, "I'm crazy, and started like hitting herself, and the girl was like, "All right, I'm gonna leave you alone." So,
Yeah. Mind
It
your
works.
business. That's all. Mind your business.
yeah. So shout out to Shinsuke.
Facts.
Figured it out.
Whew. Man, prison strategy is wild for me. Anyway, so when we talk about this SmackDown,
Yeah.
well, first, I think there's a segment that's sweeping the nation.
100%.
Oh yeah.
And I think I lost my broom again. We got to start bringing the broom in here.
Got to.
Absolutely sweeping
Yeah.
the nation. We are coming to the holidays.
Mhm.
And right after the holidays, that means that we're approaching a new year.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So I think it's time that we showed a little love to the men and women on both respective rosters.
Yes.
I mean, should we open it up to Nah, we'll keep it WWE.
Yeah.
We'll keep it WWE. So I'm gonna keep it real simple this week because it's time. You ready, Mark?
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
For Chris's list.
You just made the list.
Thank
love
you.
that.
Thank
Love
you
it.
so much.
the
Last
best.
week it was in studio. Whatever. But I just want to know the MVP of 2024, both men and women.
Okay. For men, I'm gonna say it's a tie between Drew McIntyre, Dominik Mysterio,
Mm.
and
You're gonna get a list. You have to tie him.
Seth Rollins for
Seth.
male MVP
Yeah.
of the year. Who are y'all men before I go to women?
Yeah, who's your men?
Yo,
He said it and I said it.
I
That's
know.
true.
But just the way you said it
Why
was different from how he said it.
was it?
It's also true.
All right.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Don't.
I'm just
You're gaslighting me. My men. Number one, Trick Williams.
Okay.
all right, yeah. I like that.
Won the title back, twice? Yeah, man. He's been cooking. Number two, Javon Evans. I think that brother's definitely on his way.
Mm-hmm.
And number three, I think Montez Ford really has been cooking this year, man.
You believe that?
Yeah.
Or are you just saying that because he was hurt earlier?
Two
being a
things
good
can be
friend?
true.
You being a good friend?
You've been a good friend.
No, I think that, I'm out here to support.
MVP of 2024, Montez Ford.
You know what I thought was going to happen? I thought when Montez beat Seth Rollins before he became champion, like when he beat Seth Rollins with the splash, I was like, this is perfect because he's beat a WWE champion.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
you have to show this brother he's in a different light, but they never gave it to him. And it always annoyed me, bro.
Can I give my real list now?
Thank you. I'm about to say,
Yeah,
all right, who
well.
who's gaslighting?
Yeah. I'm sorry, CT. I was doing it for the nation of lactose intoleration. Number one, Jey Uso.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Won his first singles title, won at Mania.
Yeah.
And even something I didn't pick up, we didn't talk about it last week, but at Survivor Series, they let him come out last
Mhm.
for his team. And the pop he got was paramount to a CM Punk and a Roman Reigns.
Absolutely.
Number two, I'd probably say Cody. And number three, I would put Trick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cody. Oh, man. You know, I love Cody Rhodes, bro.
Yeah.
I am a Cody crybaby, boy. That's a
we
good
saw.
list.
We did see.
We'll talk about it on the
Patreon.
after show.
Yeah.
On the Patreon.
Absolutely we will.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. MVP. I'm gonna go with Gunther.
Okay.
Ooh, yeah.
Just if I had to prototypically build a professional wrestler,
From
it
the
would
ground
just
up.
be him.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? He's tall, menacing.
Yeah.
He can work in the ring. He has an aura about him.
Mhm.
He beats you several different ways.
Yeah.
He is believable wherever you put him. I mean, if he's in the mid card with the IC belt, if he's the world champion, you know what I mean? Like
He brought the sleeper back.
were you not intrigued when he left the SmackDown office on Friday?
I was, because honestly, I've always felt that the world title should be on SmackDown and not Raw.
I gave that whole pitch, remember?
Yeah.
Switching them. So I got to give it to Gunther. I just think that he's just a perfect professional wrestler. Cody Rhodes, because man,
Yeah.
it is 2024. It is hard to be like a white meat babyface
Yes.
Yeah.
in 2024, but people love him.
We do.
It just I mean, and not like ironically, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not like they're trolling or gaslighting by being like, oh yeah. No, like he's the man.
Yes.
Yeah.
He is the man and he lives the gimmick.
Yes.
You know what I mean? We had a conversation with him. We'll talk about it on the after show.
Yep.
But
Patreon.com/Before the Bill
100%.
podcast.
but he's just that guy.
yes.
And he takes it so seriously and puts in so much work, and he's deserving of all the accolades and love
Absolutely.
that he gets. And he's a bayface with an edge.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's not like he's soft
No.
and white meat. He's like very much like his dad.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'm a good guy, but you get in these hands when it's time.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And then I can't believe y'all left off the OTC. How you gonna leave Roman Reigns off of the MVP list of 2024.
You want the
as
truth?
much as I love Cody
Yeah.
and Gunther.
Yeah.
You know who the number one guy is. Let's not play no games with each other. Let's not be polite about it.
How many times was Roman Reigns pinned this year?
Let's see. He lost against Solo. He lost against Jay.
Cody.
He lost against Cody. And he lost against... Damn it, might have only been 3 pins.
So he's wrestled, what, 4 matches?
Yeah.
2, right? He did the match. Oh, no. I guess outside of Rumble, he didn't do anything in Elimination Chamber. So he won at Rumble. And then he lost against Cody at Mania. He was gone for a while, came back, lost the 6-man. He was the one who's been there. And then he won at War Games. So he's 2-2.
We going with records?
Yeah.
We talk about numbers?
If it comes to Roman Reigns.
Why?
Because Roman Reigns went from never being pinned to being pinned twice in a year.
That's okay. I got news for you about how the matches work. You know what I'm saying? Well, it is Christmas time, so I have questions about where you think your presents come from also.
That's funny.
But I just want you to know that adds that adds to it. The fact that he don't have to wrestle that much,
Yeah.
but when he shows up, it's still such a big deal. It still has so much gravitas.
We're not saying, first of all,
He's the
certain
man.
choices are just obvious.
Yeah.
Like we weren't going to say
I hear
Cody.
you.
We weren't going to say Roman.
The fact that
we weren't
both
gonna
y'all
say-
didn't have him on there was crazy.
For the women, because we're running out of time, I'll just give my one for MVP of the year.
Mm-hmm.
It's Bianca Belair.
Okay.
Because she's taken the back seat and helped train Jade and make her be fluid on the roster
Okay.
and still remain a champion, put on incredible matches every time she steps in the ring.
Okay.
Only one that I would follow that with is Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan.
All right.
Yeah, go ahead.
I would also say, I'd say Liv Morgan, Bianca Belair, Io Sky.
I love it.
Yeah.
That's a great list.
With Rhea as an asterisk, only because she wasn't as she wasn't as involved this year as like last year.
Because of the injury.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She had like 2 injuries back to back.
And they both annoyed me. Go ahead, Burns.
I loved the Io Sky pick because Io could have easily gotten lost in the shuffle.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like the damage control thing, just
Like Kyrie is right now.
exactly right.
Yeah.
It's
Which
just,
is
you know,
crazy.
they have paid very little attention to it.
Mhm.
But match after match, Io makes you notice.
Yes.
You like, she does something where you're just like, damn, she is really good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Rhea Ripley for obvious reasons, and Bailey for, you know, that onesie black suit she did before War Games. MVP.
I'd also put Nia up there. Nia Jax.
All right.
Nia lost me in the War Games match, if I'm being honest. When the
Hogan cheer shots?
maybe the wind caught the chairs and she couldn't.
But they're inside.
She didn't have the resist. I'm trying to help. You know what I'm saying? Because it would.
Yeah.
She lost me.
Tinks.
We love you though.
Yeah. So
Lee.
for everybody who's been in the chat, thank you so much. We want to thank everybody who's watching live. We want to thank everybody who's watching the premiere of this episode. You can add your super chats in here. As a matter of fact, brother, read that please while I'm pulling this up.
Yeah.
Reginald Laurie just showing love for
Yeah,
$4.99. We
shout out
appreciate
to
you, man.
$4.99. Yeah. And also shout out NXT Deadline. I don't know if you guys got the chance to watch, but really fun show. Julia is the new #1 contender after winning. Obafemi made his return, is also the new #1 contender.
Yeah.
We got a super chat coming in. DJC41777 who says, who do you guys think Aldis is going to make Carmelo fight since it's supposed to be someone new? I'm thinking Penta.
I thought about that. I thought Penta.
It could also
That's
be
a great
someone-
debut
Yeah.
spot for him.
Yeah.
Because he can start whenever.
Yeah.
He's not under any sort of constraints. So that was what I was thinking when he did that.
Yeah, definitely got to be Penta, which I'm looking forward to. Also, # free Ray Phoenix.
Absolutely.
Free Ricky Starks, free Wardlow, free anybody from the shackles of being
That was your
stuck.
perfect time to go into Nation Voice to talk about freeing people.
Oh, all right, let me do it again.
All right, do it again.
Also, real quick, free my brother Ricky Starks. That the free my brother Ray Phoenix, the La Luchador extraordinaire. Because here at the Nation of Lactose Intoleration, sometimes you have to put what's that red stuff? That red salt? What's it called?
Horchata?
Or yeah. So, sometimes you got to drink some horchata. Machine? Is that what it's called? No, tagine.
I tricked him. Horchata's milk.
Yeah,
It's milk. It's a milk drink.
from Mexican. Yeah, it's a Latin drink. Yeah, he got you on that one, boy. In the meantime,
I'm diabolical.
Black Hawk 420
Yeah.
left a $25 super thanks on the episode, which you guys can leave when we premiere tomorrow. Thank you so much. Says, hey, big fan of the show. I watch every episode. You got me back into wrestling. And he too would drink Rhea's bathwater Sarburn style. Had to read the whole thing. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we are about to do the takedown. And thank you for everybody who's continuing your subscription to not only all of our social platforms, but to the Patreon. We thank you so much. Marty Mangler, what's coming up for you, man? What do you want to tell the people?
Yeah, Birmingham, Stardome Comedy Club, December 26th. If you're in the Alabama area, if you're in the South, come show some love. Come hang out, come watch the show. Let's have some laughs, some drinks, and some yuck-em-ups. And give me a follow on Instagram at Martin M. Maroo. And hey, maybe we'll get some Nation of Lactose Intoleration limited time t-shirts for
Oof, that'd be so fire. So fire. I got so many ideas. You can follow me at the.darkitect, man. So many of y'all have been following both accounts, my personal, Chris_please, but so many of y'all have been coming to the Darkitect to talk wrestling, to talk vintage shirts, to ask me where the plugs are, blah, blah, blah. I love doing that stuff. So yeah, keep showing love there. And then yeah, man. Did y'all tease what's going on the Patreon?
We teased a little bit. You can tease us some more.
Okay. I mean, the WWE reached out to us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Somebody's watching.
Yes.
Several people are watching.
Several people are watching.
They reached out to us. They wanted us to go to Netflix headquarters to cover their presser event for they're finding a new home for Monday Night Raw on Netflix starting in January. And if you follow the Instagram, you saw the pictures. You saw all the people that we got to interact with.
Mm-hmm.
All the tea on talking to those folk, we're going to talk about on the Patreon.
Can't wait. As a matter of fact, ladies and gentlemen, I am so glad to be able to say this. You can find all of me everywhere, but I'm driving all the traffic to Before the Bell Patreon, patreon.com/Before the Bell podcast. We're about to tell the WWE story of what happened this week at Netflix headquarters. Thank you guys so much for watching. Everybody who's watching live, please share this. If you see our clips, add them to your stories for us. We will repost you. We thank you so much for the support. We are growing and it's because of you guys. Thank you for everybody who gave us super chat today. Thank you so much for spending your hard-earned money and helping us pay for this show and studio time because it is not cheap. So thank you guys so much. And for the bell ringers who are members of the Patreon, we will see you in just a second.